excited to be doing this. I wanted to share with you guys like this journey that I've been on, honestly, my entire life. So when I was 3 years old, when I was 8 years old, I started my first diet. I see my sisters here. Hey, okay, so I'm about to cry. Okay. When I was 8 years old, I got on my first diet. I was already, considered overweight and going through all these things. It was really, really tough for me. So that this journey has been a long one coming because that was 30 some odd years ago, and now we're here, right? We're in this space where it's like I lost 100 pounds, right? And then after losing 100 pounds, I maintained that for 6 years. So I lost 100 pounds 6 years ago, and I talk all the time about how I did it, but I'm going to quickly like hit on a couple of ways what I did. And the reason is because I asked the question, what do you guys want me to talk about in this big reveal before I step back and show, right? So my family hasn't even seen this yet. So it's wild, right? So anyways, so here's what I did to lose the weight, right? Um, I changed my nutrition. So I did like a really, really healthy keto way of eating, right? And the reason I say really healthy is because it was essentially I was eating vegetables and protein. And that was what I ate, and some fats, right? Hey, Crystal. So I'm so excited that people were here. Thank y'all, because I can't tell y'all how nervous I was for this. And the reason is because I'm not used to sharing this new version, right? Like I gotten so comfortable with the body that I was in that even making this shift now and having the skin removed after 6 years was a really tough thing for me. And so that's why it's like I'm nervous about this, about sharing it. So anyway, nutrition, right? That's how I lost the weight. Nutrition and then exercise. So I was doing HIIT workouts and different workouts, probably about 4 days a week, maybe five some weeks. And then last thing was really like self-care. So for me, self-care was finding space to spend time with my kids, my family, my friends more, right? And then it was also just trying to understand this relationship with food. So shifting the mindset on that from that standpoint. So that was how I lost the weight. Now, quickly, because I'm going to go quick on these areas, right? How I lost the weight, how I kept it off, and then some post-op stuff, and then right, that's the process, and then Q&A. So after losing the weight, I did in about a year's time. Um, and so Candace said, "Embrace your look." I know. It's just weird for me, and I'll tell why in a second. So the reason I waited 6 years to actually have skin removal surgery was because I wanted to make sure that I loved the body that I was in, so that when I did have the skin removal surgery, I wouldn't be sitting there nitpicking and disappointed. And so that's why I'm always talking about reclaim your curves, embrace your sexy curves, love the body that you're in now. Because if you're not loving where you're at, then you won't love where you're going. So that's like the biggest thing for me, right? And that's why I share that all the time and that messaging, because I had the question like, well, if you love your body so much, why are you getting skin removal surgery? Right. And like, first of all, mind your business. No, no, honestly, what I was saying in that moment when people said this was, I love this body. And I know it's covering things. It's covering my actual body. All this skin is covering where I'm actually at. Right. I also knew that it was causing me some issues. So I was having like skin breakdown underneath my stomach, my extra stomach, underneath all this skin, I was having rashes and all that stuff. So I actually needed to get it cut off. But before I even knew that, like back before I even lost any weight, I knew that I wasn't somebody who wanted to sit around, had a bunch of skin, who wanted to have a bunch of skin staying on them. So if I had skin, I was going to get it removed. I knew that already. And because sometimes you just want to embrace that, oh, you know what? I did this thing and I want to be able to see what I did. So you get to be proud of that. I get to be proud of that, right? So there we go. So that is why I waited 6 years. So how we sustain the weight loss over the 6 years. And if you guys want to get any deeper on any of these subjects, right? Definitely send me a message. You can send me an email or a DM. I'm sure wherever platform you're watching on, you can see, you know how to reach me, right? Um, but the thing in keeping the weight off for the 6 years, for me, it was about community. It was about having the support of those around me, right? I have a community called Reclaim Your Curves, right? And in that community, we're supporting each other, right? We're like, hey, you're in front of the pantry. Why are you in front of the pantry? What are you looking to get? I see some of my Reclaim Your Curves ladies on here. Hey, ladies. Um, it's like understanding that that community, like no one does this alone, and that was a big thing for me. My family supporting me. When I went to go have this skin removal surgery, I was in a situation where I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna go have skin removal surgery, right? No big deal." That's what I thought, right? um, "Oh, you couldn't contact me? Oh, shoot. Well, let me send you my information, Rose." Actually, you can always reach me at uh, Ileka Follett, or Ileka at ilekafollett.com. You can always email me. But so, anyway, I was when I was going to have my skin removal surgery, I thought you just go in and have the surgery, right? No big deal. You just go for it. And so that's what I was doing. And my sister called me like a couple weeks before my surgery, and she was like, "Have you looked up anything on the surgery yet?" And I was like, "No, I just, I'm going." And she's like, "Well," I was like, "I did with the doctor's pre-op information. I did that." And she's like, "Well, you're going to need this many weeks for like recovery. You're going to need to get a faja. You're going to need to have these lymphatic massages. Do you know what that is?" And I was like, "No." Like she came in and was like, "You need to get some more information to make this happen," right? And so honestly, that's what I ended up having to do. That's what I realized. So I had no clue what skin removal surgery, um, what it entailed. If I'm being honest, I just thought they cut off my skin, the excess skin, and I was about to be about my business, right? 6 weeks later, I'd be back to working out. 8 weeks, I'm back to myself. That's what I thought until until I actually had the skin removal surgery. And in that moment, after I had it, I found out there was a lot more to it. And so for the last 2 months, if you guys notice, I haven't been, going live as much, haven't been out as much because I was like cooped up. There was a lot of pain. I had some post op complications due to my post op care that I didn't know about, right? I chose I didn't choose the right post-op people. So I had some different issues and stuff like that. Hey, so I'm seeing my people join on. Oh, thank you y'all for the support. But that's the thing. That's also what really helped me. So when I was going through those times where I'm like, I'm not going to be able to, like, how long is this thing going to last? It's been 6 weeks. It's been 8 weeks. I'm still not out here doing my kettlebell swings. Like, what's going on, right? That's when my community was there to support me, like, hey, we got your back. And there were times that were tough during that, where it was like I had nearly gone back to my old eating habits, my old eating habits. Like, there were things that were coming up and I'm like, this isn't me. And I had my community, my ladies in Reclaim Your Curves, VIP, as well as like my family, saying, hey, this is a tough time, but you have the tools and the skills to get through this. Continue eating like you eat. Look at that relationship with food again. And I got to do that. I got to say, okay, am I actually hungry? Am I trying to go to the pantry because I'm pissed that I'm still sitting here with a freaking hole in me, right? Like, what's going on? So that community has been one of the biggest things for me, in this recovery, in this post-op recovery, and also just in the overall journey of losing the weight, 120 pounds, and then keeping it off for 6 years. All right. So I wanted to share that with you guys before we got to the big reveal. Okay. So biggest things: lost 120 pounds, kept it off for 6 years, and then decided to get skin removal surgery about 8 weeks ago. I also want to share that I don't know if I introduced myself. I got all like, oh my gosh, let me start. So I'm Ileka, and I work with women to fuel their bodies so they can lose excess weight while embracing their sexy curves. You get to love your body again and love every piece of you, right? And using my Reclaim Your Curves methodology, I help you lose the weight for good this time without giving up the lifestyle that you love. All right, that is what we do. So we still get to have our ladies' night, our wine. I still drink my wine, right? I gave it up for a few weeks, while I was on meds, right? I didn't give up my wine during the 120-pound weight loss because it's not 100 necessary to do, right? We can still live our lives and be as healthy as possible. All right. So I wanted to share that. And you have your wine? Did y'all bring your wine? First of all, type one in the chat if you brought your wine. Because I said bring your wine. Because we get to have fun. This is a party. Yes, Lisa has her wine. Yes, because we get to have a party, right? This gets to be fun. We get to celebrate. We get to celebrate being happy, being alive. We get to celebrate our bodies and we get to celebrate ourselves, right? And I also want to share with, I know someone on YouTube, Rose, asked for how to get in touch with me. So you can always email me, right? Ileka@ilekafillette.com. And then, of course, Instagram, Ileka Fillette on Instagram, as well as Facebook, Ileka Fillette. So, all right. So it's the big reveal. I'm about to show it all. Yes, one in the chat. Thank you. Watching me in Costa Rica. Hey, Jennifer, thank you. All right. So let's go. Y'all ready? Who's ready to do the big reveal now? Who's ready? Who's ready? Who's ready? I want to type ready in the chat if you're ready for the big reveal, because I'm ready. And I guess I'm ready. All right. I see my sisters on. I see some of my closest friends in the world on. I see my Fire Savvy family on. I see my I see my Intentional Success Tribe family on, and I see my Reclaim Your Curves VIP family on, and I see my mom talking about wine. All right. Yes. Okay. Let's do this. All right. Step back. I want to be real dramatic with it. All right. Can y'all can't even see it on this screen, can you? All right. So I'm going to step back. I know Instagram can see it. Let me try and, I don't know if I can move it all the way back. Okay. Can y'all see? Tell me if you can see. I can see the screen. Tell me if you can see. Am I back far enough? I know y'all ready. Am I back far enough? All right. Okay. You know what? Let me move this back so y'all can really see it. I feel like I'm not giving it its props. I'm gonna move the whole situation back. Whew, I thought the wine glass was gonna fall. That would be Travis. All right. Ready? Okay. I can't believe I'm so nervous. All right. Ready? Okay. Let me breathe. You can do this. All right. Here we go. Okay. So this is me now. On Instagram, you can see it a lot better than the other areas. But so I always kind of had, well, not always, since losing the weight, I had a smaller waist already, but I had extra skin here. So now that's gone. And I had that skin removal here. It's called a panelectomy. Same thing as a tummy tuck, basically. And then I had a lower body lift. So all of this was lifted up. So when I talked about post-op, okay, first of all, that's it. That's the body, right? First of all, let me just take a second and just highlight that we did it, right? 120 pounds lost, skin removal, kept it off for 6 years, then had skin removal surgery. And here we are. We're about to be celebrating in Jamaica on Thursday for my sister's 40th. But yeah, so this is it, right? And here's the thing, right? When I talked about the post-op, so anyone who was ladies in my group, the Reclaim Your Curves group, we talked about this, but in the post-op, right, they assumed that I had a BBL because I was born this way, right? I did not, and so they were trying to give me post-op as if I had that. As many times as I said that I didn't have that, they kept trying to do that, and so it ended up giving me some. I ended up having some complications. So that was that, but that is okay because I am healed from that. I should change to a different post-op place. The one I went to now is called the Body RN, and she is amazing. It's in Maryland. If you are getting any sort of tummy tuck or I don't know, whatever, mommy makeover, or just honestly, you can just go for anything else. The Body RN is amazing. So this is the body. So tell me, what questions do y'all have about either the procedures or the weight loss or whatever? Like, what questions? I know, right? No BBL. What questions do y'all have? Hey, would like to hear you, but love the look. Oh, thank you. Yeah, if you let me know what questions y'all have about this, because I always like to share. And in our Reclaim Your Curves group. And if this is something that you're like, you know what, I need a community. I want to get healthy. I want to, sustain my energy levels, feel better, lose some excess weight, right? And love my body again. Then I'm going to say, go ahead and hop into, send me a message and let's talk about it, right? Let's get you into our Reclaim Your Curves VIP tribe because we are seeing massive progress. Women are shifting, right? Shifting the relationship with food, shifting the relationship with our bodies because we get to love our bodies where we are so we can love them where we're going, right? If I didn't love me for the last 6 years, then I wouldn't be here now loving this. So do I have before pictures? I have a before picture. Thank you, Nis. My sister just said I look great. Thank you. I have a before picture, but it's like, well, you could in the in the what is it? In the thing for this video is a before picture. So this is it. I can't believe I just did the big reveal. It's crazy. So I'm revealed. We outside. This is what the body looks like, the belly button, everything. I think you guys can see it all. So, well, I'm still on live. And so there's my baby. She just got her hair done. Anyway, so thank you all for showing up. If this is something that, if you want more information about any of this, any questions around whether it be post-op, weight loss, or the sustaining the results for the last 6 years, send me a message. You can DM me either on Facebook or Instagram, or you can send a message to my email and let me know what questions you have. I got your back. Or if you're like, you know what, I just already know that I need that community. I'm giving a special discount for anybody that watches this broadcast for the Reclaim Your Curves community. So you can get 3 months in the community at a discounted price of $397 for 3 months. So basically that's less than $125 a month to really see a transformation for you, right? And you get real contact with me. Like we talk all the time. Some of the ladies in this group are right here on the call or on this broadcast because we talk so often. And it's like you have direct access to guidance, support, and community, which is huge. Thumbnail. Thumbnail. That's what I was trying to say. The before picture is on the thumbnail. But you have immediate access to guidance, support, and community and accountability. And when you have that, that's where transformation happens. So if you're wanting that now, reclaimyourcurves.com. All right. Thank you all so much for joining. I'm going to hang out with my baby because we didn't hang out as much today, did we? No. Except when she did my makeup. She did my makeup. If you guys, oh, you know what? I was supposed to do a whole look at me. I was supposed to take my hair out and everything. That's what I thought I was going to do. I was going to be real extra with it and forgot to take my hair out. Who's my doctor? Oh, what's her name? I forgot. You know what? Send me a message. Send me an email. What's that? Gelsis? Send me an email and I'll send that to you because I can't remember. I know her, like I know her face and I know exactly where her office is and I can send you the information. Her name is Dr. Burhane, but it's like hard to spell. So I'll send you the information. If you just either send me a DM or an email, I'll send you the information on the doctor I use. But she's amazing. The post-op is where it's at as well. Like you want to make sure you're getting the post-op that is like game changer. Because that can be the difference in your results. Because the lymphatic massages, the compressions, hey, Sonny, the compressions and the way you're doing that is gold. So you want to make sure that you have that information because it's so key. I've been working with a lot of women who are post-op now and just kind of working with them through the process because there's a lot here and there's a lot here that happens that we just have no clue about until you go through it. And I don't want anyone else having to go through some of the things that I went through without having the knowledge, So if you have any questions, definitely reach out to me and we'll chat about it. All right. Thank you all so much for joining. Oh my gosh. Oh, what's the website? It's reclaimyourcurves.com.
Auntie Nis said hi.
I know Auntie Nis is on there.
Hi.
All right. I'm going to put it in here. Reclaim your curve.
I finally got my head up like you said.
Yep. You can call her later and ask her and tell her that. So yeah, it's reclaimyourcurves.com is the website, and it is an amazing community, and you're seeing incredible results. you feel great, and you get to love your body. We're talking about that. We're talking mindset shifts. You're getting guidance, community, and support. Gemma's right here. Look. Guidance, community, and support. Right? Okay, so I wish you all, I hope you all have a great evening. Thank you so much for showing up with us for the big reveal. And also, if you feel like you need that community, definitely go to reclaimyourcurves.com and sign up. Right now, it's a special offer for 3 months. Right, it's 3 months from whenever you sign up, and that offer will only last to the end of this week. So definitely get in now. All right. Thank you so much. Look, Auntie Candace is on too, and Auntie Mina.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Auntie Candace.
I don't know if they can see you because it looks like your head's cut off.
Auntie Candace.
All right. Thank you all so much for joining us. We will see y'all soon. Thank you. Take care, everybody. Bye. Oh, thank you. Oh, Q, you came. Okay, I don't know how to end the broadcast. There it is. In there. And then